And I just got rid of the comments. Hold on. Where's you're drunk, Ronnie? Go home. I wish I was drunk. I wish I was wasted. Wasted. Now I dropped the quality down, so don't expect the camera to be high def. I'm just trying to hopefully get the buffering to I was right. Yo, how's the buffering? I was right about to be like frozen, but I paused it. Idiot. I was I mean, I could pause this, but tell me if it's any good. Now, it's definitely going to be laggy. Listen, it'll definitely have like flicks. There's nothing I can do about it. But is it dual, like conversation? Why is it usable for a conversation? A little bit laggy for right now. Like I said, a dozen different people, and they said that you know, even their stuff's a bit laggy. But long story short, I did the speed test, and somebody told me that you need like 10, you know, upload speed to be good. And when I moved in this place, it has an internet package. You know, it's got the internet package. They're telling me that that's like dog shit because my upload speed is like 4.3 or something. And that is dog shit. I think my down 43. And if that's true, I'm making a furious call tomorrow. Now tomorrow's Sunday. Blood is what I could be getting jerked around on the internet. Just so fucking for the apartment complex. You can't get your own internet. Like you can't just be like, oh, I want to go this or this. I want much package. And then, or like if you want HBO or Cinemax, you got to get in a for your house, and you got to do the same thing with the internet. So it's you know, I would carry it there. I'm not saying it like that. Let me do this, and then we'll try to get some questions. Hopefully, it'll be good. Let me shut down this. But around, laugh out loud. Oh yeah, see that pisses me off too. I tried watching the other stream, and it was like, man, I got to talking. Next thing you know, I'm like, well, what YouTubers do you like? You know, Jeremy Johns is a bitch, you know, and it's like, well, wait a minute, that was two different things, but it's lagging so much. I don't know. Yeah, I'm the reason you started reading the comments. That's it. I had enough of it. I'm made up to that, and I want a commission already. Damn it! It's hard to understand you. It's always hard to understand me. This is one thing I don't understand about YouTube. You can't just have a chat, like just the chat. I got to open up an additional window, and it's like, why? Hard with buffering. Try to set the settings down a notch. See if that works. Someone told me it worked for them. So I'm watching it on mine. But no matter what, once I make the move, I'm definitely getting, and I am so damn sick of weak internet. It's just, there's no point in weak internet this day and age, especially if you do so much over the internet. Hey, what do we got? I don't want it over there. No, why would I do that? Why did I? Community. And source. Because the NFL, that's coming. Updates coming. We got a video coming about that. That's so. A couple days we'll have the update video out. Because Ronnie, yeah, I've got more. Reading the comics, I enjoy it. I mean, sometimes I really wish we would get like, it's not enough. It's like, I want a little more. I want a little more, but it's not. I read. I don't know if I'm gonna. I only watched the 2 episodes. I don't even know how many are out, but I only watched 2 episodes. And I actually don't know, knowing I did back now at having to review it, because it's okay to put it on when I have an hour to kill, or maybe I'm doing some research or something. But to watch it, to review it, I'm just not that interested. The story needs to pick up some. I think with Gus and them, it'll get better. Wait, if so, would you direct/write it? Oh man, if you're gonna ask a Q&A, try to put it all in one, because I don't know what you want me to direct or write. Review The Return of the Living Dead. I'll definitely. Oh, that's the Google Hangout, dummy. Oh. Oh, I wonder if it's buffering, because my shit looks. This looks nice right here, given it's not high def. But at least it's not Wonder. Let me know if it's, and if it hasn't, or if it has, try turn it helps, because I did it here and it helped. I got a whole review. I already have a whole virtual horror / zombie movies set up to review and discuss. So I already got started. Ronnie, you're lagging really bad. Where is that? No beer tonight. Let's see, did it on Facebook. To see Rosita naked as much as I do. I'll see her naked. Is that difficult? She did a nude photo shoot. Go look. Ow. Ow. Damn. The actress, I could have sworn she did a nude photo shoot, or at least something where she's wearing white and she's all has like that tint of white from the clothing. So just go look. You'll find it. Are you a trained screenwriter or literary theorist? I don't know what a literary theorist is, so I'm going to say no. But I have taken in screenwriting, so yeah. How? I don't know why to dive over. He likes to play catch, and he just bit me. Like, come on. Like, do you watch Got? It has zombies. Ronnie, do you think Dwight? Do you think Dwight will die in the next few issues? Like where his character has been going. I like where his character's been going too. I really like his character. It's a little laggy. Lag. Is there any comic that you want to see adapted to a TV show? Bastards would be cool. Now, keep in mind, it's real, though. It's real. Who is your Walking Dead guilty pleasure? I'm down to 244p, and I don't know what to do. I shut the internet. I even shut my. I literally don't know the settings down on the live streaming. There, lower. See how that. I want to see. What? I hope you're young. How's your comic coming along? I could show you guys. It's laggy, but maybe I think the artist went to bed. James Milne, he went to bed, so he's not going to see this. So here, I'll show you. The second issue is called Fireworks and Fevers. You guys know that, right? Yeah, most of you know that. Look at that. You know how touch screens. Wow. I got a manual. I got the focus on manual, so you won't see it, but we're going with something that's really colorful. Before it was just like a nighttime sky, but now we got some colors going on. Somebody's coming for the family, and then yeah, that I kick off the story in issue 2. I can't. Video discussion was released digitally and then physically. It is risky as hell. Where they get the story, they kind of dive right in. They set up, the characters, everything you're supposed to do, like the characters and the character development a little bit, show you the character. They put like the story, they start setting it up like that specific story. A story that's in the middle, you know what I mean? Like, imagine if you look at the Walking Dead story, imagine seeing something in issue. Imagine that is issue 1 at the very end of All Out War. They only show you a little bit, like you get a peek of a wounded Negan. Maybe you don't even know it's him or whatever. So you get a peek of all that, and then when the story finally kicks off in issue 2, it goes all the way back to the hospital, and when Rick is waking up, all the way up, and it'll bookend the first issue, which is the end of All Out War, and then when you get to All Out War, you bookend right to that ending, and that jump starts. Now, this is a rough example because why flash forward? It's an incredibly important part of the story, but imagine from issue 1 on, after you revisit it, you go into the new beginning. But The Walking Dead doesn't have a structure like that, but I'm just saying that's how it will flash forward to. We'll talk about it in a different video. I don't want to waste some people's time who don't want to talk about the comic. Ronnie, do you have a PlayStation gamer tag? Yeah. Is Raleigh that boring on a Saturday night? I'm a single dad. I don't do shit. I don't do shit. Trust me, I'm trying to build an empire. I'm done going out, going to the bar. I think for like a decade, I lived every day going to the bar. Every day, going to the bar, getting in trouble. I'm done, bro. Is Raleigh that boring? Wait, like dragging my nuts on hot sand. I don't know. Be a walker that kills the main protagonist. I probably, because you get more screen time, you get more experience, you get to be on the set more. Yeah, because if you're a walker that kills somebody, you're one and done, homie. You know, you film your scene and that's it. Ronnie, do you like Tucker and Dale versus Evil? I don't know what that is. I'll go check it out, though. Hey, so I didn't. Oh, yeah, I had to shut it. Message retracted. What is that? You can't hear me? Is anyone are you guys still having am I talking for nothing? Are you guys having a problem hearing me? Sucks. I don't know how to fix that. Cheat. Map fams want to know. Any cheese? I love a fan of sharp cheddar, but I would probably go with what's that? I like. Yeah, you're a DILF. I'm your groupie. All right. That sounds familiar. That name sounds familiar. Is that like a celebrity you're making fun of with that name or what? But thank you. Hey, trying hard to get. We all know sometimes this shit is hard to figure out. I don't know. Once I figure out the live stream and shit, I'll be good, you know? But stop with the lag. You know, when it's lag. But if someone's doing it outside of being helpful, yeah, you're just clogging the feed. But it's definitely helpful. If it's like, listen, if it's like this, if it's, oh, it's good, 80 for this conversation, I need to get more experience. I need to call the internet and figure out why my internet supposedly is dog shit. So if anyone don't know, go somewhere else. You know, I don't know what to tell you. Right now, it will not. I'm definitely going to try everything I can. Again, this is a test stream too, so take hold is I don't know who Daniel is. Negan is one of my favorite characters in the comics so far. We're moving the camera. That's why I got that Negan statue right there. Yeah, because Negan is the man. And hang out with me, Raph. There we go. Just don't knock anything down. Yeah. Good boy. All right. What do we got? I won my baseball game today. TV awards. I don't know what that is. What is that? I really hope Dwight takes his role like in the comics on a TV show. I know we have Daryl, but Dwight is a great character in the wants to play some games. I guess that one was a shadow, I guess. Can't handle the heat. Look at you want to play? Yeah. What do we got? Oh shit, Mr. Raph, my favorite turtle when I was young. Mine's Mikey, and they're coming out with Mikey. He was the only one I was originally gonna buy. I'm like, oh my god, we got to get that. But watch it in a figure. I loved the Ninja Turtles and that was when I just got old enough to start going to the theaters, you know. So I was little too. So. And I loved, I guess if I don't give you some context, that doesn't make any sense, but the theater was just the smell of a theater, and it was like therapy to me. I'm cured. Going into the theater once a month, the world is perfect, you know? So, and it's still that way to this day. I go into a theater and it's like I'm at home, you know? So I'm definitely putting these in the living room, all 4 turtles. Cubby, where are you going, bro? And then the bedroom will have extra stuff. That way, when I have my have family over. I can have all the gross walk kids, and in the living room, I'm gonna be the coolest uncle in the world. I'm gonna have these Ninja Turtles sitting out, and I'm not like a stickler either. I get toys set up that they could play with. You know, look at the big ones in the background, and then get the little turtles, the playmates, have them laying out. They can play with them. I'm gonna be a kick-ass uncle. Well, I am the new place, so to be kick-ass. Anyway. Ronnie is going to die. I don't like it. You want? Let's scroll down. Yeah, I just can't keep up with the comments. I know a lot of people ask me to try to keep up with all the comments, but I just can't. There's no way. Hey, Ronnie, I have a quick question. Do you think Daryl will keep his promise to killing Dwight and taking his role from the comics in the future? No, I don't. Off the top of my head, either Daryl's going to die or Dwight's going to earn his redemption. It just doesn't make any sense for Dwight to help the survivors and then Daryl to turn around and kill them. It's too much of a villain role, you know, for Daryl, even with what Dwight did. Hey, Ronnie, I have a quick question. I already did that. Did you continue reading Moon? No. The Werewolf Gangster comic? No, I stopped. I don't know. There was something about the art, man. It just yanked me right out of the, I don't know, the Voodoo Werewolves. There was something about that last issue that, what do we got? You know, hi, Ronnie, how you doing? I'm doing good. What's the hashtag make in Chico black? Bitch. What kind of fight Negan or get devoured by a walker in front of Rick? I think he should die getting devoured by a walker. Set something up. We're beginning, and we're going with the TV show, not the beginning. After the Whispers, they let's say they start ending the show, something goes wrong. He has taken on like a father helping Rick with baby sister. Said that as if she didn't have a father, but something happens and Carl's being devoured. Zombies are just eating his back while he's tough for them to eat through a good chunk of them. Well, not that much, but you know what I mean? To take a couple bites and then for people to get over and rescue him like a massive herd, make it vicious and brutal. That would be pretty badass. Negan was falling in love with Sasha. I was shipping them already. I don't know if it was that serious, but I think he was liking her. Sasha, the actress who played like breathtaking mugging and shit like that, and obviously it's the apocalypse, so you're not dolled up. But I follow. Tell your husband though. Watch out. It'll be a full season. Yes, full season. Wait, who's sucking whose dick? Is going to die. Wait a minute. I'm not even going to say it again, but the comment. I don't know why it does that. It would be nice. Continue Regan Moonshine. Oh, yeah. How do you brainstorm good ideas for a story? You know, Walking Dead, is it a continuation of the story they're already making, or do you mean like original stuff? Like if I'm sitting down to write my comic, if you want to, let's just say for your comic, creating it initially always starts with the idea. You always get that one idea. You could be driving home, you could be at work, you could be taking a shit in the shower. It doesn't matter. That one idea pops in your head where it's like, man, I think it would be awesome if a guy is sitting on a mountain, you know, like a little hill. Zombies are coming out of the wood, like out of the woods, and his world was done. That's it. You know, man, what would be what would leave people wanting more after that? Sometimes it comes up to something with sad idea. You know, kill his own kid. Yada yada yada. Out of that idea, you start thinking, okay, let's family unit and follow the impact off of that death, off of that scene. If you go to screenwriter classes, they'll tell you to listen to old stories and take side streets. Like if I went to the store today and my tire got flattened out, and then I lost my credit card at the, you know, the store, or tire blowing or getting flat. Again, this is, you know, you're taking real life, but you're using certain stuff like that to blueprint crazy, intense ideas for something totally different. I know those are weak examples, but you make everything your playground. Read the news. That's your creative playground. Story of some dude who got blackout drunk and she hit his clothes, so that way he got his story from that. You know what I mean? That is a true story, by the way. He woke up in the apartment, couldn't find his clothes. He was so scared she did that, but yeah, contemplating what to do, trying to call people to get a right as hell. And he was so drunk he misplaced his clothes somehow. But anyway, cha-cheese, no spoilers and no spam. Why are we talking about politics? Who's talking about politics? Ronnie, one thing that I wonder if they doing would just be an ornament for Alexandria. Why all my questions get skipped? Listen, this is what frustrates me. If you would have put your question right there, I would have read it. You know, read. So some of you are not getting. It's that simple. I'm going to try to roll back and look at as many as I can. Absolutely. As far as what are they doing with Judith, she much was obviously the problems with. Are you going to jump? The kids, the labor laws, and all that shit. I don't think there's right now. I don't think she fits into the story good enough to play in the plot, you know. So yeah, she is kind of an ornament for Alexandria, pretty much, I think. Let's see, XL. I'll ask something. You'd be cheering if he was killed off for Glenn. Yeah, whatever. You love having the power of modding, don't you, Timo? Laugh my ass off. What? Do you figure Dwight will bring Eugene back? Stop licking me. Eagles best one in the series to watch high. Go for it. Go for it. Trump sucks. I like Negan's villain. I already read that. See, why does it do that? What's up with your comic book? Yeah, we already talked about the comic like 50 million times. Follow it on Instagram. Doomsday Kingdom on Instagram. That's Instagram, and then Facebook and stuff. We curse as much as we like, or will we get banned? And spoilers will be blocked, right? Yeah, obviously, if there's spoilers, like like if you have a show, then yeah, they're getting blocked straight up. I don't give a shit about cursing unless you're cursing something to get attention. Yard out. You know, I don't care if you actually fucking think about fucking Negan fucking his fucking fight. If I sit there and insult somebody or just they're just gonna kick you. You know, it's resume. Laugh out loud. What is Ronnie? The stream is lagging. I know, bruh. A bit. They usually mess up on movies, though. Making them. If you want to see a good Stephen King movie, watch The Night, though. You gotta watch it in black and white. Hell yeah. Do you think zombies have become too predictable on I don't answer that. Only because you use the word predictable. A zombie move slow. Eat. Yeah, they do what? Slow eat. Weak, even not a real. Yeah, you know, at times if you get people or a few times, yeah, they can become a threat. But The Walking Dead, for some odd reason, made the walkers such an easy threat to manage that I think they shot themselves in the foot. Like with Doomsday Kingdom, for example, and I don't want to pit one against the other. Obviously, I would be a damn fool if I tried doing that. You got one that's a huge franchise that's popular as hell on the other. But one thing I wanted to make damn sure is skull. It's not that the bones are rotting bullshit, because the skin and the flesh will definitely rot, will deteriorate. People are still finding bones now, you know, from like years ago. Let's make it easy. But those, those bones, even find real fragile they are. I don't know. I don't buy it that the flesh or the bones become fragile quicker than the flesh rots. I don't buy it. I think maybe the temple, soft spot in the eyes a couple times, and that's a good spot right there. Those are believable. But the ones that are like to the front of the head, on top of the head, some of those, I think they make them all too easy. But in that way, I think they shouldn't have easy to kill. One thing that I'm with, again, or we answered it, I mean, why you dick tucking the Return of the, I don't know who you're talking to. Understand what the questions. I'll have all your questions here just fine, and then all of a sudden the screen will flicker and it's moving them to the front. It shouldn't be, you know what I mean? But when I scrolling up and I can't find them again. So I think after, after put me at the beginning again, and if I do that, since I'm, delayed already, for everyone, reflections out because he knows I might be thrown in some. I guess I proved you wrong because I just read your question out. Hey, what's up, chat? What's up, Ronnie? What's up, physical gamers? I didn't you, so fuck you. YouTubers watch and follow, and I was going to mention, yeah, you make bloody and gory ones, but now YouTube said no gory ones. I was going to give a shout out to a few people I follow on YouTube because I felt like a dick, because there's people that I follow and I would love to give them shout outs because I think they got a recommended. Boom, Ronnie, boom. I'm looking down like, what's going on? Here's, if you guys want to follow anything on that punk ass BS, she's always doing videos, like 5 videos a day with that day. About once in a while for news, only rare, but he does a lot of political shit. I just don't. ACBA, it's like action figure or something or other. What else? What else is good? Here's AMC, Raw League, Joel S. Alexandria. You guys know who that is. Here's another Walking Dead YouTuber. You got him on the YouTube channel, Anthony's Customs. Watch him. Getting Your Nerd On, old school channel from way back in the dumpster dive days. I said H3. That's because his wife is the bomb. Yeah, she's, oh yeah, call me. Chris Stuckman. And, oh, what's his name? Meathead. He's cool. Flick Pick. I like him. Who do we got? Oh, well, I'm going to go over a lot of YouTubers. Ones. Ray Jahal, not into heavy metal or nothing like that, but he's got a good channel, and he's got, what do we got? And for The Walking Dead season, no, a short one a while ago, and it was that. And then I seen they released a new one, but honestly I didn't even click on it. I'm just not interested, but I think I will click on it when we're done here. Hey, who wants to have anything on the screen? But let's do that. Do you guys care? I feel like I'm boring you here. Fear the Walking Dead promo. Dead promo. Yeah, season 3 promo. Only 40 seconds. Wait, what was that? That's stupid. Yeah, that was a short promo. I already saw that. Escape out of the tunnel thing. Promo at. It's nowhere on YouTube. It's just promo. There we go. What do we got? We got Nick coming out. I don't know what that is. Is that for like drainage? For covered in guts? What the hell, man? He's it. Yeah, Madison is. Oh yeah, the military people. Fear will come.
We survived now.
Please! Why are you doing this? This is... What did you do? What did you do? Please! Why are you doing this?
This is the safest place to live in a world gone mad. Fear the Walking Dead season premiere Sunday, June 4th at 9. Only
I'm gonna get promo, but you think about it. We get a promo, and then all these heroes, you know, tied up and thrown. That's the best. And next, Shiva the tiger is going to die. What? Hey, I get to put users in timeout. Oh, that is funny. Hey, here's a stupid question, but do you think they will do something with Judith? If they keep her alive, I think as she ages, they'll probably find a creative way to add her into the mix. How do you think Negan will die? You know what? Let's be honest. I think he's going to die anytime soon. And even if he does die, I mean, okay, let's think about this. It's a zombie apocalypse. It's a huge fan favorite like Negan. He has to die, either ushering in some other major bad guy or other major character, other major good guy, whatever you want to call it. So he's either going to die at the hands of a person for that amount of time. They're going to do a redemption story, so he'll probably die sacrificing himself. So you can start looking at the options that are open, because he can't die by getting sick. He can't die by an accident. I mean, it's Negan. That would be so underwhelming. Oh, that puppy is stealing the show right now. Hey, Ron, a comic book question. What do you think about the sea adventure to Europe? Greetings from Mexico. Oh, a sea adventure? I mean, that shit's risky. I don't know. Ronnie, did you ever hang up that picture? Picture I sent you. Okay, it was a little typo there, but no, I didn't. For the move, I did hang up pictures, but with the move, I literally took them all down. Even the ones down on the mail wall. I have all my pictures in a big Tupperware thing for the move, so they don't get trampled on. Especially up in the frames and plotting stuff out. Every picture that got sent in, even all hung up. Do you still want Glenn to be with us? No. I mean, this good life, good death. You know, he had a good life, he had a good death. That's what entertains us. That's what I want. What's up, peeps? I'm late to the cast. Deleted by Megapath Presents. Ha ha, I timed you out. You get from the comic book. I don't know why they would do that, but do you think Abraham Sasha love scenes were cringy as F? No. I mean, I tend to think it's hard for me because I think those are the more difficult to play out. You know, I don't know. It's rough, so I wouldn't call it cringe though. Would you write? Because Abraham is a difficult character to do love the intimate scenes. Come on, look at that. Look at his character. That is a really rudder, just the writing alone. So you have to be careful. And I think they might have went a little overboard just with the death moment. But it's understandable because they want to prop that up. They want to build it up, you know, before the death. But I think they went a little too high. I don't know. It was just, would you write direct for a third Walking Dead TV show, or is that too much dead? I asked this question like 5 times. Would I write? I would write anything Walking Dead if they asked me. Shit, yeah, I wouldn't turn anything down. Mostly because, besides the obvious, mostly because one thing I hear a lot from certain fans, even when I'm looking up YouTube channels for reviews on you know, older or newer ones, just to see, I hear lots of fans say the zombie genre is overflooded, it's crowded, there's too much. every time someone talks about the zombie genre for the past decade, they've been saying that ever since 28 Days Later. That's what everyone says, too much zombies, yet they're watching their 57th superheroes movie. You know what I mean? Get the hell out of here. It's not even close. People who say that, I don't think they're saying there's too much zombie content. You are not the cool, you are not the, you know, super fans that are into that. For me, no. You can have another zombie TV show. You can have 5 more movies coming out this year, and then I'll start going, maybe it's too much. That's ridiculous, utterly ridiculous. So no, I don't think there's too much dead, not at all. Yeah, someone, who's this person? Yeah, this person was just spamming shit. So if you're, I don't know, maybe you're a kid, you look like you're a kid. Either knock it off or I'm just gonna boot you out. I don't, that's just a stupid thing to do. Let me click out of here. Okay. Pumped for Doomsday Kingdom. Whether it be romance in it, hope not, but don't really care. Well, there's romance in everything. You're going to get characters who are together. But I tell you this right now, I hate using that as a tool to build up some kind of, you know, the fast track to emotional attachment, you know, for a connection between us and what you see today. You know what I mean? For the most part. Maybe I'm gonna do some research tomorrow about live stream, and so I'll be a pro. And then the cost with losing his hand adds shit to the show. Then it helps it. Sure. Would we go and he one hand? That is the most it helps the show. That one thing. People going, man, he's a badass. He's got one hand and he's leading people. I don't think it does anything useful other than that one badass line. Ronnie, what do you think about a community? That gets tricky because is it a big island, little island? Does the island produce enough produce for you to live? I've heard a lot of people talk about living off all the produce. You need to leave the island to get produce, and that just makes it seem like it's going to be a lot harder to get that shit. You know what I mean? So the Mist, yeah, go watch Frank Darabont's The Mist, which is based off of black and white. I got it, and it is incredible. And the main thing is because of the CGI. They use these monsters, and they do an incredible job with the monsters. The only problem is, in color, it rips you out of the moment. The monsters look good, but the way it interacts with the environment pulls you out of the black and white. It is fantastic. That turtle is badass. Looks just like the old movie. Yeah, he does. Looks just like it, man. Life, have any ideas on which story I should read first? I have no horror story. Besides the classics, I would imagine, obviously, It. I Am Legend. It's kind of like it's more of a horror story in the book than it is in Legend. Go read if you want to read a good. If you want to read a book, a Stephen King book, it's about this kid who was found a neighbor that was a Nazi, like, high-ranking army guy or whatever. I don't know what it's called, but he might have been a high-ranking general in the Nazi army, and he fled to America. So he might be that guy living under an alias. I don't want to give too much away, but that's the premise of the movie. But it gets That's twisted. The movie is horrible. You know what? Go read the book, then go watch the movie. It's toned down because they didn't think the audience could handle. The movie is weak. It is very weak. And X told me Glenn died right before the Glenn fake out episode. What was your most disappointing? Most disappointing. I'm not sure. I'm drawing a blank on the most disappointing. Gonna have the season 1, the season 7 premiere, and that's just because it also has a whole discussion. Hey, Ronnie, I heard this rumor of this and this and this, and that is a big reason I talked about. I trimmed back, and I'm trying also to do it this. And I know it eats into the Q&As, but I'm finding a replacement. It's rough. People are coming with these theories and predictions, and it's just straight off of the sport. Exactly right. 50 comments, and I'm starting to notice it now because you see the red flags. People have the same prediction, and when it's work like different, people all the same. Negan's going to cut off Carl's hand. So it sucks. What's your opinion on spinners? I don't know. I mean, Ace. You can never go wrong with Stephen King, but I'm saying Mist is good. So we're skipping a bunch. I tried to do everyone's. Heat's in Atlantis. Isn't it Hearts in Atlantis? Is an amazing book. Crap movie. Ronnie, do you want to watch Jedi? I don't think so, but I Ice Other Animals. We only have 2 seasons left. We need bigger ice animals. I don't know what that is. Isn't Train to Busan Korean? Yeah, it's South Korean. Ronnie, what you had for breakfast? What did I have for breakfast? Last night we were up late as shit. I woke up and Mike's and got a hoagie. I just want GRRM to release TWOW. Does the mass of offended people annoy you? I'm under the age of 14, and I'm guessing me saying that lost your interest. What? But feel that I can hear you say something I may disagree with, yet understand. I have no mass of... Yeah, what offended people? For what? Oh, you're talking about The Walking Dead, like the people of... No, that's with gore and stuff. Listen, if someone is professionally offended, or if they look for things to get offended on, or if they're one of those, you know, at the PC where even they're going after comedians, like I have a rule, you don't go near comedians. If something crosses the line, we will all know it, but you don't go after comedians. For people being offended, yeah, I'm not for that. No, you know, but I don't know what you mean. Are you saying something I may disagree with yet understand? I don't know what you're talking about. Christine was a decent movie adaptation of his books. No one thinks of Alcatraz as... No, Alcatraz is just an island with a prison. You're getting any supplies. Where? Unless you're going to go back and forth on and off the island, but shit. I don't know. How are you going to grow stuff? How are you going get supplies. I watched it 2 days ago and really liked it. It was okay. Okay, as long as 5. Oh yeah, you're right. Blue Morgan and Cersei. Swear and read. Oh wait, what? It was a humor. That's this already, but comics. Yeah, I started it. I like it, but I always find other things to do instead of keeping up with it. You know, I really gotta go to the end, or I tell you what, hearing that it was ending though did kind of slow me down a lot. I'm like, well, if it's ending, buying it doesn't matter. I'll just wait and I'll read it. Legend ending is really disappointing. It doesn't make much sense. No, they changed the ending. The ending to I Am Legend is dumb. In the book, it was awesome. From what I understand, in The Last of Us, the fungus attacks the brain and uses the body like a parasite. Hence, for the person is dead. Close a question. You are so fucking racist. I don't know who you're talking to. Oh man. It did it again. It skipped all the fucking questions. I hate this shit. I made it. My friggin' power has been out since 7 a.m. Needless to say, I spent. Yeah, Frank Darabont originally wanted Thomas Jane as Rick, and I did not like that idea. Absolutely not. I like Thomas Jane. I like the fact that he's cast in the new Predator movie, but for Rick Grimes, it's not a right fit. It's not. I see what he was thinking though. He knows him. He's worked with him. He likes him. I get it. And Thomas Jane does. I don't know. He's lacking that bit of range and that bit of charisma that Andrew Lincoln has. You know, Andrew Lincoln can just rip your heart out, you know, and with a look. Thomas Jane, man, I love everything he's in pretty much. He's entertaining, but I don't think he has that range. Oh my God, not again with the hair, Tom. What's your favorite gangster / mobster movie? Goodfellas. I got tooted on Skull Island. I was going to go see that today, but it's not even playing. Religious shit. I don't know. Did you see the new Godfather? Come on now. Godfather's good. Definitely, but my favorite's Goodfellas. Absolutely. You always pump up the white characters in the group. You never say anything positive about any of the black characters in the show. All right, I guess I think they're talking to me. Jeff Morrow says this, for anyone who listens to this channel, you always pump up the white characters in the group, but never say anything positive about the black characters in the show. This is either somebody who was in the wrong place or this is somebody who's just trolling, because everyone, who am I in love with? Everyone on this channel knows that. Idiot. Everybody knows I am in love with Michonne, and I just talked about being actress playing her. I can't imagine anyone else playing TV Rick singer. That's where the most. Yeah, he did. Matt Moran, is there any way I could deal with the lag problem, because I can't understand what he's saying? It keeps pausing and then starting in a different place. If the lag is bad, we might have to just shut it down on a live stream next weekend. Bronx Tale was good. I like that. Yo, if you want to hear some good movies that I don't ever hear many people talk about, go watch True Romance with Christian Slater. Suicide Bomb. No one talks about that really. It's got Christopher Walken in it. Suicide Kings was great. What do you got? A Bronx Tale. You got Goodfellas. Carlito's Way. That's a classic from back in the day. Ronnie loves Michonne and thinks Sasha's hot. You're in love with Morgan. Laugh out loud. Hey, I like Morgan too. You love Michonne. Skull Island. Yeah, that's another thing. I hyped up Father Gabriel's character and wanted him to be a redeeming character, and then got excited when we seen him in the very last episode of the previous season walking down the street, bussing off shots at the saviors and shit. Imagine, and everyone and people who have been watching for a while, you remember back to when everyone was hating on Father Gabriel, and now look at what was I saying from the start? No, this actor is talented. I remember him from The Wire, and he is the shit. And he has range. That actor has a lot of range. And then and keep in mind, when he has his redemption, an actor of that caliber, he can bring it for Father Gabriel. Done. Skull Island had Corey Hawkins in it. Who's Heath? Yeah. He was only in the trailer for a little bit, though. And then pick your name. What great mob movie? Casino. Oh yeah, yo, Casino. I like that shit. I got to get that on Blu-ray. Totally forgot about Casino. Casino is another one. They do a baseball bat beating in Casino. Shit, and I was like, oh my god, his head exploded. But it was just, which by the way, I used to train in with size and nunchucks. Size I'm not really good at. They used to just train you because you can actually flick the size around your thumbs and do all this crazy shit. And I used to train with the size against bow staffs and shit like that. And nunchucks, I'm a beast. Well, it's been a long. So where are we at? Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I got that on Blu-ray. Just a little while. To Hawaii. Now that was funny. I don't think the Ninja Turtle likes you. He wanted to go to bed. He wanted to lay down. Live stream. She is acting like a bitch. Shoot 'em up. That sounds familiar. What kind of vape do you have? It's some hospital. Ronnie, do you like the Conjuring movies? Not at all. I thought they were scary as shit and had a great story. For the life of me, I cannot find ghosts or hauntings. I can't find them scary. There's no way, no how. It just doesn't work for me. It's been like that my whole life. When I was little, I was afraid of the dark, like all kids, you know. I always thought there was ghosts and all this other shit. And then growing up over time, I just, you know, the realization sets in and it hits hard. There's no ghosts. I think some of us want to believe there's ghosts, but a lot of us just understand ghosts aren't real. And sometimes you can understand that, but it's still creepy. It's still a scary idea. For others, it's just not scary. I wish it was, though. I like that. I remember that back in the VHS days. Damn, gotta go. Have a great night. Minutes anyhow. So, what do we got? What do we got? Yeah, California. Hey, Ronnie. Did you shoot him up? My phone doesn't do that. Nazis. Yeah, they ruined this. I don't know if it's or not, but yeah, I believe it was the reverse though, facing the other way, and it meant sun in one of the translations. I know this whole, yeah, it meant sun. It meant something like sunny or beautiful. I don't know. But that's a damn shame though, because you take and you can't ever doing history. People will get offended before they'll even take a moment to see what it means, you know. I had to type it all out. Off topic, what setup are you vaping? I have no idea. It ain't nothing special. I just picked it up at the Walgreens because my smoke shop's in the area almost done, almost down to the last whatever. and then I'm done. No more. I don't vape, you know, just to constantly have flavor or nicotine. I just run with it. Now that was funny. Would you consider Snatch and Lock, Stock to be mobster movies? Because those are amazing. Lock, Stock, Snatch games in America, at least. Snatch, on the other hand, it's been a long time, but I remember liking it, and I remember watching the VHS. Seven. I was a big Brad. Every time someone would come out, and this was early '90s, like being a fag was like, maybe it was out in the open, but gay. Leonardo DiCaprio came out there as if it was like to destroy his career. They came out, oh, he's gay. They both could be gay or back then or hiding it. Who gives a shit? But that's a people, especially younger or kids that are impressive, you know, what is the word I'm looking for? The bottom line, they were like, oh, Brad Pitt, no, he's funny. I don't like him. Hell no, I loved him. Leonardo DiCaprio was the bomb in Beach back in the day. This was one of my movies. I watched all the time. There was Seven. The one with the was Interview with a Vampire. Wait, I'm missing one. Oh, one of my all-time favorite movies that is epic. Depressing shit, but it's called go watch that movie now. That shit is the bomb, but it is depressing as hell, but I loved it. I must have watched that movie like 20 times. Where do you think Daryl's character is going? That he's baggy and thought he may stay there and be swapping roles. No, I don't think, not at all. Not a movie, but he like position, and I love special features, and I hear there's a new commentary track. I guess he is I'm glad that commentary and all the features. It's been a while since I've seen that, but I miss Gravity Falls. That's the word for whatever. Are you vaping to quit month and helped a lot better after I quit? What? Yeah, I'm using it to quit. In all honesty, cartoons genuinely enjoy watching with Juliet. Not all of Disney and cartoons and stuff like that, but there has been a few I watched with Juliet that I actually did enjoy. Some I thought, like Moana, is that what it is? I always pronounce it wrong. Juliet yells at me, but I thought I was going to go into that movie wanting to kill myself out of boredom, but they have a couple songs that just stick with you, stick in your head. There's one with a crab song. I forget the lyrics all the time, but I try to sing it with Juliet. Just stupid shit. Like when I'm waking her up, there is I got just because I had Juliet in the title, and when she was real little, she liked hearing that. But that was a blast. I thought that was a good one for kids. Romeo and Juliet, Moana. There's a whole stack of movies, but I don't know why I do that. But what do you think of unresolved cliffhanger in TV shows and movies? I just can't deal with them. I want all the answers. Well, I don't care. I like cliffhangers, but do you mean unresolved completely? I have a problem with that. Like I'm getting back into The Leftovers, and they are on season 3, and it's the final season. If there's, definitely, and I will be pissed. Sopranos, massive fan of The Sopranos. But when it did, I hated it. I refuse to this, unless someone gives me the entire season a dime for Sopranos, because that ending was bullshit. I know a lot of people talk about losing, but no. You get into the business of storytelling. You don't buckle under the pressure of not making a good enough ending and then go, oh, you know what? I'll leave it open. No, I hated it. Where are we got? Let me scroll down now. God, we're going back to the 90s. I didn't like that one. I didn't like that one, but I loved Interview with the Vampire. The shirt he is wearing right now, Totem Pole Horror Monsters. Yeah. I like that. It's got all the it's got Jason and stuff. Yeah, Jason's down there, and it's got Texas Chainsaw Massacre up there. Ronnie, I love you and your videos. Greeting from Mexico. With your Watch Ray. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I'll check it out, though. I love Heath's Joker like everyone else. Major obsession. Yeah. H2O. Delirious. So your name will be Ron. Never quit marijuana. I don't care. Like I told you guys before, like I'm currently not has a lot to do with a lot of reasons, but one good reason is it's not, I can't justify it, with the current finances, and it was a couple years ago, so I just kept it. You know what I mean? It's just not within the finance. Build up my own company, so I need to cut certain things out, and that's definitely something. Weed, and when I get older, I'm probably going to smoke it every day. Fuck it. Under the Sea. Ronnie, I love you and your videos. How do we keep reading the same ones? Hey, Ronnie, do you watch anime? No, not at all. I can't stand anime. My kid don't cuss, although I fully encourage him. City of Gods. I love City of Gods. You got to watch it with subtitles, though. But City of God, 10 minutes in, you just that. That is how you open a movie. That shit is epic. They made a sequel, I think. Pretty sure. You got crack my back. What do you think of the old man? Dumb. Where are you guys getting this from? Because Old Man Carl Theory, it had to have been a clickbait website. Is it comicbook.com? Tell the truth. Don't listen to them. Old Man Carl Theory, for anyone who don't know, apparently is, and correct me if I get this wrong, thinking of, because I heard a couple different ones, but The Walking Dead is actually told or being told by an old Carl. Now, you guys know I did my old Carl video a while ago about something totally different, but it focused on, old Carl in the world of The Walking Dead and him caring, and it was inspired off of the artwork of him carrying everyone's weapons, Rick's gun and Michonne's katana and Negan's bat and all that shit. So I had this idea for an old Carl, but there's no theory. It's just like, what's the world going to look like when he's older, like an old man, older than Rick right now? What's this world of The Walking Dead going to look like, this universe? The Old Man Carl theory is that a story from Carl Grimes as an old man. So somehow characters did that were never around him. And before you say, well, what if those characters told him what they did and he's repeating it, like relaying information? How does Carl know what the governor did? The governor didn't have time. When the governor left and he went on that journey, How does Carl know what he did? You know what I mean? And don't tell me Tara told him, because there's a whole bunch of shit that Tara never knew about. He lied about everything. How does he know? There's so many different instances. How does he know Shane and Andrea went off on this adventure and they banged? How does he know? He doesn't. He'll never know. He can't. Shane didn't tell him. He was young as shit, and Shane died right after. Andrea split up with the group right after. There's so many different situations where characters did stuff. You know what I mean? Like determinist people. How does Carl know any of that? If this is a story told by Carl as an old man, there's so much that happens away from Carl, and he wasn't there to witness it. Old man Carl theory, possible and ridiculous. Can you see the live chat here? Yeah. I can see the live chat in the house. Can't stop the lag. I don't know what to do. Adjust your video quality to limit your bandwidth usage. I don't know what else. Put it on low. Yeah, ouch. That looks gross. Look at it. It's all. I'll turn it up. That's just horrible. All right. So now do. Yeah, guys, I don't know what to do. How did you feel about Life of Pi? It's killing me. But I don't. That's number 2. Well, 3 if you count the other one. But this is just test number 2. I'm doing the tests up until I move. Once I get used, to running the live stuff, I'm going to buy the best internet when I move, and we won't have as many problems. So these are just the tests. So I knew Ronnie was a stoner from the first 10s of the first video I saw him. It takes one to recognize one. Yo, Ronnie, what up to, babe? Big XO to you and Juliet. Thank you very much. I'm just trying to figure out this live stream crap. I can't get it. This stuff is fun. Like, man, I don't know. Tony died. Just go back to the episode Tony had with Bobby when it was confirmed he died at the end. Listen, Dave, it doesn't solve or fix anything. If what you're saying is true and they confirmed that he did die, then argument stands. And it makes it even worse if they come out and if they end a season black, like, oh yeah, wasn't that cool? And then someone to the world on the internet, and then it went to black. And he said, oh, well, someone broke into his house and shot him in the face. Whole director, writer, like creatively, you suck. In words, you failed. You know what I mean? I just think Sopranos is a failure. At the end, wrong. Have you watched Samurai Jack, Ronnie? No, I haven't. Then last night, I don't know. I don't know how to fix it. There's no other settings. And there's no completely the internet. Let's do this. Yeah, everything's off. I really don't know. You know what? Tomorrow, on City of God is amazing. It's Brazil. I love it. Yeah, City of God is amazing. Dark City is very underrated. I got to go back and see that. Who's Seen Freaked Me Out as a kid? I think I saw that when I was like 8 or 9. I rented it. We lived right next to a video store, and I had free reign. I could just grab whatever I wanted because no one was home. Everyone was at work, and that shit fucked me up. There's a scene, I guess they go to hell, and there's a scene where everyone's just, what did I just see? You're not aware, your stream is lagging. Oh, I am aware. Everyone's saying it down, or we could just, you know, let it continue 10 more minutes, and then I'll try to, you know, look into some stuff, how to fix it. I changed everything from the resolution. I changed all the settings to match, like the bit rates and all that. I even found the keyframe frequency stuff, lowered that down to 2. That's what they recommended. Literally, I did everything. There was 12 people messaging me, and I tried every single thing they said. It was either do the stream with some lag or don't do it at all. So, but like I said, I did that speed test, and it says my internet speed is horrible, and that should not be the case. I paid extra on it. There's just no excuse. I actually really like Old Man Carl theory. I don't think it's true, though. It's not true. It's not true. Listen, you could like a theory. You can like the idea of Carl telling the story as an old man. That is fine. Like, a part of me could come in. If you look at it just from a creative standpoint, you can like it. But if you want to argue, put 5 seconds of thought, you should immediately shoot that down, because again, it is impossible. If you're not a wait, I learned English because I was sick of Brazilians. Hey, Russia show. I like the guy in that, Jim Caviezel. He was in a movie called Frequency. It's where he can talk past. So, you know, it's like well, that's weird. It's not time travel, but be radio to talk to his dad in the past. I'm learning another language. I'm too old and lazy for that. Sounds better now. I just started watching Slasher on Netflix. I'm pleasantly surprised how good it is so far. Ooh. What's Slasher? So it's not just me, the trench suddenly. Never mind. Sorry, but I'm talking so often. I'm missing 65% of what you want. Google Hangouts works really well. Wait, you may want to look into it. Bro, this is Google Hangouts. Like, this is literally what we're on. We're using Google Hangouts. I will look into it, and we'll try to fix that. If I find out it's the internet, chances are there's no, what I'll do is I'll just accept that, and I'll look into becoming better side, and then once I move, I will personally make sure to buy and test immediately high-speed internet. And if that's the case, then I won't have any problems with that. If not, I don't know what to do. You get what I'm saying. Aftermath was cheesy. What is Aftermath? That shit was really old school, down south theater, like the kind where back in the day they have the balcony and they had the segregation between the whites on the bottom and the balcony on top, and that shit was an experience. One of those landmark theaters where even when it's hurting financially, the community comes together, because it's like preserving your history and seeing it, like kind of facing that history face to face. It's actually a beautiful idea of what the community does. And that whole experience, I mean, just having the building with that rich history, and then having the experience with everyone just like breaking down. You know, you have your religious people in the theater who are just praying and genuinely just disturbed by watching the easiest experiences in a theater that I've ever seen. It was just nuts, you know. I love the travel movies. What travel movies? Oh, time travel movies. Yeah, I like time travel movies. Pony Pool. I have that on my Netflix account, or not Netflix, Amazon. Pontypool, is that how you say it? That is on my review series. I have everything saved on Amazon already. Anyone remember Night of the Comet? Hey, Gaze, have you ever noticed that The Walking Dead is a carryover from Night of the Living Dead? You're going to have to explain what you mean by that. It's not in the same universe at all. If you're trying to say that, you're wrong. Yeah, you're wrong. You could call that if you wanted to. I personally don't care. If you want, Ronnie, I can tweet you that behind the scenes of The Last of Us 2 after this for any videos you do. Yeah, if there's Last of Us 2 stuff, let me know. I totally forgot to look it up. Please do a playthrough of the Outlast series with a webcam. Yeah, we'll do some of those. Hey, did you get a chance to read the article I tagged you in? No, not yet. Weekends kind of like get stuff done. On the weekday, start Monday or Tuesday, I'll post a video about that. I have 2 videos, Walking Dead videos, one about Michonne that it's kind of waiting off to the side. If I get time tomorrow before I go pick up Juliet, I'll get that Michonne video uploaded. That's an interesting one, but how you doing? King of Nostalgia. Ironic. Can I tweet you that behind the scenes? Yeah, give me that info. Pony Boy. The Langoliers, Night of the Comet. Yeah. Can you please explain all this writer strike stuff? No. Listen, it's writers want more money. You know, they want more money. They want better contracts. They want like the back end residuals or whatever. Like if I write something and it sells real good, I want more money after it sells, like some of the royalties and stuff. So it's a combination of them wanting better contracts overall. I think that's the easiest way to explain it. They want more money and more job security, bottom line. And they have a union that makes sure they get the minimum. You know what I mean? Like if you're supposed to get $150,000 minimum for this job, they can't pay you less, because then you contact the union and, you know, or sue them. I don't know how that works, but I don't know how the specifics work, but I know you can't pay them less than what the union what the union has established. So Tom waits. Oh, but the writer's strike, to clarify one more thing, if they don't agree on the terms, it's the guild, it's the Screenwriters Guild that I guess they're the ones who debate the terms and they agree or they don't agree with the terms. If they don't agree, no writer in Hollywood is allowed to work. Like you can't, or else you get fined, I think, in the Screenwriters Guild, or you might even get blacklisted, which means you can't be a part of anything that's with the union, some shit like that. So, yeah, it literally means no writer is allowed to work. They force you to go on strike. They force you not to work. And that's why it's such a big deal, because you can't just say, well, I don't care. I want this job anyway. You can't. Hey, the lag stop for now. Cool. The Walking Dead season 7 sucked. The Walking Dead starts filming this Monday. What up, Ronnie? No lag. Yes. Is there no lag? Well, it's probably going to go off and on. Ronnie, have you seen the game Days Gone? Oh yeah, I want to see that game. Hold on a second. Of Darth Plagueis, Star Wars character. I would like for the Native American Indian tribes to make an appearance on the Walking Dead TV series. They should be able to survive something like this and be a strong group and community. Well, no, keep them out of it. We already showcased our character from shit in Doomsday Kingdom, our Native Americans out of The Walking Dead until we put our comic out. Now, we already released, if you didn't see it, her is Crow, and she's image had it was a concept thing that the artist drew up. It wasn't like her officially, it was just a quick show. And then the bow and arrow, of course we got the people saying, oh, it's got type. So there's other Native American stuff. Originally I had something a little different planned out, but that has that visual as soon as you see it, you're like, oh, that's Native American because of the designs. So that was the simplest. But you will look at a Native American female, well, it's a guy and girl introduction in the beginning, but not the beginning of the story, but there's a Native American reservation. So and one of the big reasons I did that is because Native American bloodline. See that? Nah, that's a chief. It's actually not the kind of Native American. I think it's a Cherokee chief. And I so or I have that is pooping. What did you do, Ronnie? The lag is gone. Is the lag really going? Ever read Langoliers? I'm part Blackfoot Apache. Oh well, whatever. We can't do anything about it, so it is what it is. Everyone, shut up. Well, yeah, chill. We get it. But if people are saying and back lag is gone, that'll give me a good settings. For real, you're right. Ronnie. Yes, I did. Damn, the lag's back. Oh well. I know he's lagging. Laugh out loud at chats. Will I review Westworld Season 2? I liked Westworld. Some of it was a tad predictable, but it's only because you set Man in Black. That was a bit again, it's set up for a big twist. So you know is people called it before. We're all and they even called it like 2 or 3 episodes before the reveal. So unfortunate. Better Call Saul. You're a goat. Did you know you're lagging? Not as bad as before. The whispers sound like ASMR channel. Yeah, that's funny. I shouldn't have said anything. Shut up. Ronnie, do you like fear? If you're in the mood for an eerie horror flick, check out Poughkeepsie Tapes. What is that? Can you give your honest opinion about Trev's Chan? What is the obsession with my honest opinion about Trev's Chan? He's a Walking Dead YouTube. Ronnie, have you played Outcast? Outlast, yeah. I played it, but I've never played the games that I knew I wanted to do on the channel, so I, held off. Last one is a bit bad. This is not helping to hear your answer. He's going to try and do that. If the lag is bad, we're going to shut it down. I was going to shut it down. One of those lag is so bad, keep it going, because then once we fix the lag, people will just see, oh, Ronnie's live. He has shit. We're not watching notes. I don't know. But that'd be so mixed in my opinion. No, hell no. How are you gonna have Lydia? You can't. I don't know that. Have you had the opportunity to work with Trev's Chan? No, I don't know. I mean, I haven't reached out, so Wow, you're still alive, man. You're a hard worker. Tweeted 2 bits of info. Care the game. Oh yeah, I definitely want to check out Last of Us 2. Ronnie, what do you think about sending a group out to Ohio in the world? Send Dwight. Yeah, Patrick, where the hell you been? Patrick Starr, you were asking me a question about something I've been saying in every review of the comic for the past 6 months. I've been saying, send people out, you know, to explore, send them to Ohio. Send them out there. So yes, I want that to happen. If the zombie apocalypse, I have no idea. It depends on what kind of zombies, but on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm shit 1. You know, I think a lot of us like to over. I'm not prepared at all. I mean, not all, which sucks because I like the idea. I like that. That's fun to me, and I've always wanted to start doing that. I mean, some apartments I'd have like that, or shotgun ammo, you know. But now I don't know. I think places I've had the apartment that I'm trying to get, I'd have the room of a stash in case this shit with North Korea jumps off. Kind of like Ethan Sherry might be with the Whisperers. J-Dat. Or In the Mood. Oh, we already read that. They're liking enough to stick with it to see if it's any good, but I don't love it, you know. Hey, Ronnie, in the new Thor movie, they cast a black chick to play blonde character. They do when they cast Scarlett Jo to play Japanese character in Ghost in the Shell. I have no shit. I need more black characters. Oh no, this is whitewashing. Oh no, there's too many black characters. Oh no, there's too many gay characters. You know, it's like, shut up and watch the movie. You know, shut up and read this. Shut up and do that. I think it's utterly ridiculous. There are issues and there's things that need correcting and fixing, and yeah, sure, you know, but we get so preoccupied with making everything an issue. The real issues are staying there, like sliding through the cracks. It's just like, man, shut up and let's look at the real problems. What are we got? Who did you vote for? I did not vote. Yeah, not at all. Honestly, now that there are so, and that is because I know some people say, oh, if you didn't vote for or whatever. Listen, Trump, he was not my pick. Hit Clinton, fuck no. Fuck no. So I just didn't vote. One of those two. It's bought in advance. If you don't understand that, read before you say anything negative. It is clearly they buy the road, you know, to the electoral stage. It's bought in advance, you know what I mean? At least the opportunity. Do you think The Walking Dead will ever show characters in another country? I don't know. Only if it connects to we are so like Shane. Why would Sherry be alpha? Yeah, I don't get it. Why would she? I mean, there's no. It just doesn't have that. If it shows up and it's Sherry, you know what? Everyone's gonna go, oh fuck, it's you. Hey, what's up? Where you been? It was a little weird, you know. You want to come in and get something to eat, you know. You want to warm up, kick your feet up or something. It won't be like that, but still, Sherry. It needs to be a new character. I love season 2. I love it. If you shit on Ghost in the Shell, whitewash, and you're cool, but if you say that's society's problem, that's not ours, not in the Map family. We don't give a fuck. Ghost in the Shell, that's not oh well, that's material. It's not even as there. But to say that Black Washington Thor, yeah, I don't know about. Yeah, in this world, everyone's waiting to nitpick on how you say any phrases, and everyone knows. Everyone knows. It's always easy to say something you really didn't mean to say. I know, what's his name, Spicer. I know I hate political shit too, but even Spicer was talking about the gas. You know, and he was like, even Hitler didn't use gas, and everyone got on his shit. And we know what he meant. You know, he said something stupid. It was just dumb, but it was just a mistake. He misspoke, something stupid. He tried to make this guy seem. He said even Hitler didn't. And everyone was like, oh, we need to, you know, stone him to death. It's like, what? I've said stuff that it came out wrong. What if they do backstory on a good, clean put, they are really just nuts. Maybe serial killer or someone famous in a very negative way. So where do you think Sherry is right now? She's got to be just surviving. Her place outside of, unless they're going to connect her to another community. Wait a minute. They just announced there's 2 new characters. One's like an Indian dude, and one is like a smart-ass, sarcastic guy. Maybe Sherry found those communities that they're from. I don't know. Next best actor to play Negan. I think John Hamm, if he bulked up. John Hamm, bigger fine with Jeffrey Dean Morgan. He doesn't need anybody. They had the AMC party. He would have been a good size, even if he didn't bulk up. Yeah, Shane did die. The actor, John Bernthal, is the bomb. Ted Cruz would have been interesting. I don't know what that means. Exactly, right? So they get hung up on useless shit. No, First World has problems. Everyone has problems. Tom, fuck. We're here for entertainment, bro. Relax. Or are you talking like to the chat? You're the only one I see talking, so are you talking to somebody or no? But yeah, first world countries do have real problems. Everyone has real problems, but a lot of people on social media, that's like it. So if you hear someone talking about bullshit, well, so mostly you're going to hear people talking about first world bullshit, you know, so it's easy to nitpick at that. Shane would have met Lucille, no way. Would Negan risk letting Shane live? Yeah, probably. Maybe they should be a character set of characters connected to the mob, maybe a former hitman for The Walking Dead. I'm later. I don't know. I think it's possible they could take his hand. They could get sick of the questions, or I know the actor wants to get it cut off, so Andrew Lincoln, they might do it. Story, though, or the character. Do you think a rat was worth being put in the TV show? I like her. Then, nah, I don't know, but I like her. I love people who think that Shane be a better leader just because he was insane. Said that Shane would have failed them as a leader, and he would have gotten everyone killed at the governor. The only problem with that, they want Shane to meet and kick the Negan's ass and da-da-da-da. But so if you absolutely love Shane, you're never going to want to hear this, but Shane would have got everyone killed by the governor. But then what if he made it? And I'm like, what? And he made those kind of mistakes and got killed by the governor. Chances are he would have got killed by Negan, or maybe I love him too. I miss him. That's why I watch Daredevil, though. He's badass in that. Where did Sherry is right now? Does Nico look? Look next time you're down there, Dingo Destroyer. That's not all you destroy, huh? We should call you the Dick Destroyer. Yeah, seriously though, take a look next time you're down there. Did you see the Korean movie Train to Busan? No, I didn't see that. Not at all. It was a good zombie movie. I don't believe you. I punch Google right in the face. I agree. Andrea should have lived until the end. I think what they're doing with Rick and Michonne. Fuck yeah, mobsters or bikers or former type or like on The Walking Dead. Politics. No, the media is the American people's worst enemy. I love Rashawn. I like the idea of Carl becoming a young father in the apocalypse. Yeah, that's fine. I think I did a whole video on that, didn't I? Or we'll go to another character since he's missing in action. Or will he come back for all-out war? The important moment, you don't have, and I mean really important moments, don't say, oh, he got his leg blown off, or he did this, or he did that. Like, something that, unless I'm missing something, him getting his leg blown off, it didn't actually affect the story. It was just something that happened. Directly affects the story, then you could do anything with his story arc. You can give it to another character, you can color bigger, you can don't do it at all, stuff like that. She-Man, why did it do that? That sucks. Oh, all right, I think there's where we're and then we got people asking about 13 Reasons Why again. I'm not watching that. People said it's just like a Lifetime. I'll look it up, but yeah. Screw the political BS. Do you think we'll see Tobias in Fear again? I think it was ridiculous to get rid of him. If you were on set, I don't know, even as a side character, he would have been great. Helped make Fear the Walking Dead as boring as it is. This is the thought process, or it's decisions like this, those thought processes is what led to, what, 7 million people to Tobias was a character. As soon as you saw him, even if you wrote him just to be in and out, once you saw the actor played out, somebody should have said, we need him to stay with his family. The fans would go nuts for him because they're focusing on this family that our focus is going to be are outside of that bubble. All those family members have something. You have this family. No, it creates those little bubbles there, and you need something outside of those, both of those bubbles. So boom, you get Tobias. It would have been a great mix. They probably needed 2 more characters. Additionally, they would have been was an okay one, but he came too late in the game. I like Strand. I like the show in that initial, season 1 kickstart. So they should have left Tobias in there. Which Walking Dead character do you miss the most? That's rough. Probably. Do you like Snowpiercer? And not like I was confused, but just like, really? What? I'd rather fight than live under Negan's thumb. Yeah, same here. Yeah, Ronnie, in your mind, worst seasons to best seasons in order. Yeah, in your mind, worst seasons to best seasons in order. I don't know. I feel like I just did this. Worst to best. 3, definitely the worst 3. Season 3, then we got, I don't know. Season 3, let's throw season, I like season 2. 3, 2, no, damn. 2, then 1, 7, 1, and then 6. There you go. Or I missed 5. Throw 5 in there somewhere. I don't know. I'm going to have to look. Have you seen any good zombie movies lately? What would you recommend? Train to Busan. Definitely. Apocalypse. Very bad. Yeah, it'd be bad. I don't want to see Carl dealing with a kid. I take that back. Apocalypse. Yo, Ronnie, yeah. Where did that? Have you seen Mick Raggy? What? As Negan and there? No, that's a horrible pick for Negan in my opinion. But I know I understand he's got a about beating him so bad he might need a wheelchair. Laugh out loud. I would have died. Oh yeah. Getting Tobias will. How are we back to these questions? Unless you guys are asking multiple, we already answered that. Snowpiercer was a hit in Korea before it was in the West. 7. They were just. Will have a cameo on Fear the Walking Dead. No, I don't think he should. Favorite Walking Dead weapon? Favorite Walking Dead weapon? I got to go. So if I had to pick one of the weapons, I'd probably pick like Michonne's katana or Rick's axe. But for a cool weapon, yeah, and Lucille. Hey, everybody else. No, wait a minute. I might go with the crossbow for effectiveness, but Lucille for a cool looking weapon. Everybody else didn't reject it. Because a lot of people just seem to forget that if HBO took it, you heard them from the interviews. They wanted to tame down the zombie gore. That is bad, like bad. Yeah, we got lagging comment. And then we'll try next week again after I read up on live streaming, and then so we're gonna shut it down. Kevin Durant, in my opinion, was a bad pick for Negan. He doesn't have the charisma. He can't do the Negan. The comic Negan has it. They made Frequency into a TV show. It was a little different, but still. So, how did you highlight my name, by the way? Wait, what? How did you highlight it? I didn't get any. If I missed someone's name that was highlighted, but it's not showing that anyone donated, so maybe I didn't miss something. But I really hope I didn't miss it because I'd feel like a dick. But I don't. If you did donate and your name was highlighted and I missed it, thank you. Better Negan. No, not in my opinion. Ronnie, how do you feel about Jesus not being a badass in the show like he is in the comics? That's a rough one because he's not. But bottom line, I don't whether it's him as an actor or the Jesus is a big part in it. It is. It's absolutely different. And it's a shame because I was such a big fan of comic Jesus. And this is where it gets tricky because this isn't one of those situations for me where I like comic Jesus and I don't like TV Jesus. This is one of those situations where I don't mind TV Jesus. He is cool for what he is, but I'm disappointed because I liked, comic Jesus better, I wanted that. It was a badass. And I didn't even pick up on it. It was like, oh, here's a cool new mysterious character, da-da-da. And I didn't know if we should trust him or not. So that's where my focus was. But after when I went and reread it, after the what scene with Rick, after he kills the guy and gets blood all over him, and he just goes ham on the people because someone walks up and punches Rick in the face, and Jesus is like, he disses the dude who just got killed at his funeral service. He just shit talks everyone and shuts them down, we just get a different Jesus. Yeah. I don't know. That's like him. I was expecting this though, you know. Bitch, wrong. Crossbows don't kick. I've never shot a crossbow. I don't think so. I don't know. Have you seen in the previews for King Arthur? It looks like it's going to be good. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Do you think Rick's in deep shit with the Saviors for what happened with Sherry? I think he's got some problems. Yeah. The Horde, good zombie movie. Yeah, I've shot a French zombie movie or something, right? I've talked about that. Season 1 was brilliant. Yeah, season 1 was good. What episode do you think Simon will die next? I don't know. Flip a coin. That gets rough. All right. Here's a good way to pick. No on the Walking Dead finale. Down here, brah. Only 30% of the people can read. 20 years ago, it was 15 could at least sign their names. Ronnie, who do you think will wear the crown in the final Game of Thrones episode, and who do you want it to be? This is kind of tricky because I always thought it was going to end ironically. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say this because I'll sound like a dumbass, but I always thought the whole series was built around the Game of Thrones, the game for the throne, the game for the crown, the game for power, for who's going to rule all the communities. And I just thought it was going to end because they have that threat. I always thought it would come to a finale where the people are going to war and all the people need to enemies, and it's like a big victory. But then you have the zombies come. So yeah, you got the Starks, the good guys take out the bad guys, da da da, and you think it's a win, you think it's a victory, and then the last destroying everything, actually win, but they have to start over. So the chair with the crown, like that whole iconic, whatever, I always thought that was going to get destroyed. Now, I didn't think it to the finer details to how or why trying to get that chair, that throne, because again, it's not just about the crown, it's about that throne. It's on the DVD Blu-rays, it's on like almost every single one, it's on the posters, the promo art, and it's talked about so heavily. That stuff, I always thought that getting destroyed would have been how it ended, as well as the wars, between the White Walkers. So that's what I thought. Oh yeah, you definitely need a gun in the original zombie. This where Miss Beta and Negan will have a rematch. I hope so. Maybe you just don't like Jesus. Laugh out loud. I don't think that's true at all. I haven't seen enough Jesus in the show yet. Maybe a lot. He will be badass, but it's just. But we got enough. Jesus was confronted, to Gregory. Comic Jesus would not let Gregory talk to him like that. Gregory says some bullshit in the comic, and Jesus is like, okay, this fucking guy, And when it comes time face to face, comic Jesus is like, fuck off, I don't know. I think we've seen enough. They have made, I think maybe the Disney characters like that, like straight up, tough as nails, badass, and they wanted something a little bit different. Weird. Maybe you just don't. Oh wait. I love Jesus. What happened to the Vatos? The Vatos are dead. And before you even say out, yes, they do. They definitely do. In the panels, when you hear the producers talk about it, like Greg Nicotero specifically, he talked about that being their fate. They wrote that. On top of writing it, they filmed it. They meant it to be in the show. It is almost as canon as it gets. A lot of time, writers and producers and people will say stuff that hasn't even happened on screen. They will say, oh, no, but that happened. And, because they said it, it becomes canon. you know, in the fan approval for it. So with the Vatos thing, man, they went all the way and they pulled it for time. I think it was time. They said because of, or maybe it was the pacing and the time. It happened. They are done. There was one more thing Scott Gimple said that happened, and now I forget because it got cut out. And a lot of people say, oh, well, it doesn't count. But Scott, oh, yeah, that's it. The Alexander Davidson, the person who was exiled out of the community. Remember when Deanna talked about da-da-da-da? Well, he's dead. He's dead and gone. And a lot of people say, oh, why? And it was because Scott Gimple and Greg Nicotero originally wanted that walker in the sewer to be Alexander Davidson. In their eyes, in their mind, he is dead. So until they change that, in my opinion, he's dead in canon. Now, he's not the zombie in the sewer. They said that wouldn't have matched, so they changed it. But in their eyes, he's still dead somewhere, you know. The Favals, I don't know what that is. Are crazy bad as it looks when I seen it. I don't know what that is. My weapon in the apocalypse would be a massive 20-inch black. Well, damn. Didalily? Dildalily. That's a weird name. Hey, Ronnie. Tamed TV Negan used to annoy the shit out of me, but now I just add the fucking the Blu-ray. What? Beta and Negan will have a rematch. We already read that. Comic Jesus is a beast and tall. King Arthur was really bad. Oh, it was. There's a scene at the beginning. What are your thoughts on the television show Hannibal, who does Blu-ray? Where did his videos go? I have to look. Maybe he stopped, but he bought me the first season on Blu-ray, and then I went and got the second season. I loved it. I got to see the third season, but I loved it. I thought it got canceled, though. What happened to most of the people in Fear the Walking Dead? They lived in the neighborhood. I don't know. They died? Little finger for the win. No. And there it goes. It refreshed again. I hate it. Yeah, we are going to 9 minutes at 1:50. We're going to shut it down because I'm going to eat a sandwich and then go to hell to bed. Where we are. It froze on Vatos Are Dead like a mic drop. Oh, yeah, Vatos are dead. Long story short, this sucks. I should have just 10 minutes. I hate those questions. Who can answer those for show? That's what I heard. Love all these live streams. Keep it up. We're gonna, once we fix it, we will. Rick may need to send out smaller groups to travel long distances to meet other groups. He was chosen. I hope the next season they don't start killing main characters off just for the sake of having someone to kill. They should just keep the story good and natural. I don't think they will. They haven't, you know, they haven't done that so far, so I don't think they will. What is love or wish you had? Collectible that I have. Well, originally it would have been probably like the Negan statue. I'll probably have to think about it a second, but originally I probably would have pointed to that because I loved it so much. But I don't know if it's the resin or whatever, but it's just cracking, you know, and it's not in anywhere where it's the statue part. It's not like Negan or his body or the zombies or their body, but it's the iron part. But it looks terrible because the iron handle, it's not actually resin. It's just like a thin layer of paint. And I don't know if maybe that was excess that shouldn't have been there, you know, like how it has an open handle. Well, instead of an open handle, there's just like a thing of paint, but it's real thin. Well, that just cracked and shattered over time. I watched it slowly start to crack, and oh man, it looks so terrible looking at it now. It's all I see, but I don't know. Other than that, I boxed up all my collectibles, so I can't even look around the room. But probably the statues. I freaking love them for official, you know, merch. Gotta be. Ones I don't have, there's definitely a bunch. I probably can't think of any off the top of my head. Yeah, I tell you what, one of my favorites I don't have would be the bloody black and white Rick Grimes from Series 1 mint in box. Because I'm an idiot. I bought them for, what, 15 bucks, and then I said, this is dumb. I'm not going to buy toys. This was before I ever even knew like fucking replicas and shit, you know, or miniatures. Man, they're so cool. But yeah, I was an idiot, and I took it back and never seen it again. Now it's worth like $400. Don't remove his mask. This is tricky. I think Kirkman put himself in a hole. Beta's mask only covers this, and then there's not much there. So he needs to have like a massive scar all on his head, like burnt to shit. But then you need to explain why it's not burnt to shit here. He can't be someone we knew. He's too tall, and it wouldn't matter. Like if he was somebody that Rick and gang knew and they can identify with his face, then it doesn't matter if the Whisperers see his face. It does not matter. And it's so dumb to think it would, because like if that was the idea here, it has to be something. It has to be, maybe it's something easy and simple that we're just not thinking of in that aspect. It can't be someone they recognize. It can't be a character that left that we knew, because in that case, Kirkman would be writing into the story just so like we didn't see his face, like us as the readers. But why would it matter if the Whisperers see it or not? You know, it doesn't make any sense. So it's got to be some type of deformity. Yeah. Did Rick and his gang meet any other groups between seasons 2 and 3? I don't believe so. I know it's become a joke now, but do you think we'll see Morales ever come? No, and we shouldn't. He's gone. He left and he's gone. He wasn't even a good character. People only want him to come back because it's become a meme. That's it. How many people really are interested in Morales? How many people really liked him as a character? Because no one talked about him until it started becoming a meme. You know what I mean? And then it was like, oh, what about Morales? He wasn't that good of a character. You know, Lord of the Flies meets The Walking Dead setup. Will you do more videos on Better Call Saul? How many episodes? No, I'm not doing Better Call Saul. I will talk about the season once it's wrapped. I might talk about that, but I'm not doing episode to episode. It's just not tickling that. It's just not tickling, you know, my fancy. Well, I was going to say something perverted, but YouTube. It's just not doing it for me right now. You know what I mean? You just watched that shit crack. I don't know what that is. Will you do more? Yeah. Damn, your resin still the problem with yours? No, because it, you know, it weighs a shit ton and that won't reach. But when I do my move, check those vlog videos out, because I'll showcase it in that, because it's right on the base. It's not like a piece of your statue. It's the iron. There's only one iron. It's the handle of the iron. It should be a gap. You know how the handle and then you have the iron here. Well, it's that gap. For some reason, it's painted. You know what I mean? But it's only like a thin layer of paint. But it's all shattered. I don't think that layer that should be there. That should be like an open shit. Your house to see all the toys. Usually they know ahead of time, so it's not like a surprise. Unless I kidnap them. Then it's a shocker. Where do you get the shirts? T Public? No, I've never bought a shirt off of them. Horror Block, I got this. Horror Block, Skybound. I get a lot of these random t-shirts. I don't normally wear t-shirts with a t-shirt guy or maybe a button down. I can't stand word t-shirts, but there's get that having a design on the shirt instead of having just something plain. But when I'm leaving the house, well, I wore this out of the house today, but yeah, I prefer plain design, but it's all colors. But shirt or designs and shit. I like wearing those. My back. I had to crack it. I just had a kidney stone removed today, and it's my 20th birthday. That sucks. Happy birthday. Ronnie, how would you feel about getting a villain character with multiple personalities? I don't know. You got to toe that line with not being fucking ridiculous, you know? But if they can make it work. What's the earliest Walking Dead issue you own? 18, I believe. I have the weeklies, though, 1 to 30. Those are my placeholders for the first edition, first prints or whatever. Shit, I would take half those toys. You can't take them over my dead body. Ronnie, I lost it. What? The girl wearing glasses? Maybe it's fused or down to the skin. I don't know. No, but seriously, it must be cool walking into that house with all that stuff. Everyone who comes in, that's one thing I love. It's just an easy joke because primarily back in the day, like when I was growing up, I've talked about this before, geeky shit, you know? Sucks because nerds became the mainstream cool shit, you know, and now it's like everyone's a nerd and geek in some sort of way. But in reality, everyone is. Everyone has that thing they geek out about, they nerd out about. So it's become mainstream. It's become normal. I mean, everybody anymore, it seems like in one way, shape, or another, they have something that's a, you know, Avengers, Marvel, whether it's a clock or a mug or a little figure on their desk, everyone's got something. So I think it's become, it has like the stigma on it that it's for geeky nerds who are antisocial, and for a lot of that is true, I guess, for a lot of them, you know, but it's just becoming so common. I think that stigma's on the internet that it's just weird. Like for me, it's weird because everyone that comes into the office or even my room or the living room, I have the Tomb Raider one. I don't make the living room real ridiculous, but I have the Tomb Raider one, and people either don't give it a second glance, or in the office, it's, you know, they're gawking at it like a museum. Some stuff is cool, some stuff is gross, you know. Gross ones are fun. Chicks, it's usually a chick's reaction. Oh, that's so disgusting, you know. But yeah, some of the stuff, a lot of people, you know, our age, they grew up with that. So you won't believe how, like the Ninja Turtle, I bet you any money I get a number of, oh my God, that is adorable responses. That's the type of responses you get. And like I said before, I can't remember how many times where I thought I was going to be in and out, and someone just walked in and we were there for an hour talking about something that was set up on the shelf. Yeah, I don't know. There's a stigma around it, I guess, but that's going away. It'll be 10, 20 years, that'll be gone. Or it'll change in some way. It'll mutate. I like it because you're the only one who laughs at my stupid jokes. Who are you talking to? Oh my God, we got a super chat. Let me find it. No shit, enough of the Morales crap. Yeah, I agree. Fuck Morales. It's not tickling your balls. No, I wasn't going to say that. It's just not tickling your balls. I was going to go something more perverted, I think. But big fan. Dying to ask you for this for a long time. This is brutal saying. Is that how you say that? The scene with the Dwight being ordered to shoot. Yeah, I think they will. I think they definitely will. I think it'll be awesome. Hey, look at that. We got another. Oh, you asked that twice. Look at that. I read it. We got brutal. It's Saiyan, isn't it? That's Dragon Ball Z, right? No, I probably look like an idiot. Huge thing. Thank you, Matt. Big fan. With to Make a Path presents. Huge thank you. This, do you think they'll stay true? Yeah, I think they will. I think it'll be, you know, penultimate episode type around episode 15. No, 14, sorry. And then you have the 15, 16, where the 15 is the final. Dun, 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 dun. And that's off into the very next season, because that is another way to write. It's not the big moment happen season 8. It might end. I'm sorry. In 14, 15 might be the end, right to the very end of the episode. And then the very last episode is about what that might kick us off and communities, and maybe even start some of that up of what we're going to see when we revisit them after the time skip. But again, I hope I didn't lag out of that. If I did, that sucks, but sorry. Again, thank you for the super chat donation, especially in times like everything's definitely a help. Absolutely. Well, comment. Wish I'd seen the rest of that. I really want a man cave. And he's convinced he's getting a man cave. Collect back. That shit hurts. But he didn't know people collected. Well, here's the thing. It gets weird because I knew people collected any Star Wars toys. I was little. I knew that people looking Star Wars toys. And even though some of those were cool, like knowing that real little, because even back then those were sought after, you know. Be quite came across them. It's not something I would go out and hunt down and buy them. Making with the sculpts and the paint and the detail. I mean, the detail is incredible. So I started finding out about it, collecting Walking Dead stuff. Because I had my daughter. I walked through the aisle, walked down this the Gizmo stuff, Terminator stuff, Predator stuff, and I was like, "It's cool." And the thing is, the detail for me is what grabbed my eye, because look at it, like it's a toy store, whoopee, you know. Later, I bought my very first with the Dutch Arnold Schwarzenegger all beat up. They're all damn busted up, just to hang on the wall. Detail. I started some of the other stuff over the past 2 years. But my brother coming over visiting, he's hooked. He's been talking about a man cave and setting up some shit. He's not the only one. There's a number of people who, you know, talking to you got a figure of their favorite character just out of nowhere. I even bought my mother one year. I bought her. She loves the Flash. I bought her the Flash characters. Not that I noticed, but I saw that one at a Walmart, and I was like, oh my. And she keeps it on display. Just I think it's cool, man. What are we talking about? Ronnie, I can hardly understand you, brother. Oh, is the lag that bad? That sucks. Fuck. Yeah, we're gonna shut it down because that was a really cool story. I like that discussion, and if the I'm gonna have to fix this situation here. What do we got here? Girls on trampolines. What is that about? Stalking chick, Ronnie, you're lagging hard. I'm gonna fix. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, if you guys can't hear. Yeah, we're gonna shut it down. I don't want it to be lagging because that's all people are talking about is the lag. So it's got to be an internet thing. I checked all the stats, man, and it lines up exactly with what everyone said it should be. So I'm on Monday. I am calling the internet people, and I'm bitching a fit because I don't. What am I paying so much for? I'm paying extra to have high speed and like top of the line shit. You know, the only next thing up is supposed to be that Google. What is it? That Google Wire. This sucks. What was it? Fuck. All right, I'm going to get going. Thank you very much, everyone who stopped in. I'm going to fix the internet so that way next time it's not fucked up, you know? Set that router on fire. If it's the internet, if it's the actual internet, the router ain't doing shit. And the router also, yet again, the router is top of the line. That's one thing I made sure I upgraded, you know, the best I could for the editing with the computer. The router, I mean, with the specs or with the reviews, you ain't touching that router. Not for some shit like this, you know, because I think the router was what 200, like 225 or some shit like that. Anyway, whatever. But it has the best. Forget the money. It has the best ratings. Whatever. Let's shut it down, and I will look into some shit. Next week, we'll try to get a test done early and just for an hour because I'll have my daughter again. Early and just for an hour, I'll try to get one done a week up until the move, and then when we get situated, we'll be perfect, you know. Yeah, it sounds now. Yeah, it's good now. You're saying it's good now, but the problem is in 5 minutes it's gonna lag the hell out. It's just probably if the internet is weak, that just means that other people in the area are using the internet because we're all on the same line. If they start using it, if they're streaming a movie, if they're doing this, it'll cut into the, you know, whatever. That's what the internet guy said last time he talked about it. Fuck it, I'm out of here. You shit yourself because of spider? Killed it. Steven Seagal as Negan. Steven Seagal as Negan, you're on fucking crack. With that, I am out. Coming. Thank you, moderators, for helping to hold it down. Thank you very much to the super chat, to Brutal saying, right? I'm not even go down to the comment box and fucking bitch about the lag. Say, fuck your lag. Fuck you, Tom.